Adam here. Time for a quick movie review, and today's movie is Dr. Sleep, which is of course the sequel to The Shining. And this stars Ewan McGregor as a grown-up Dan Torrance, Rebecca Ferguson, Kylie Curran, and Cliff Curtis. Directed by Mike Finnegan. Of course, it's based on the novel by Stephen King. The original book, Dr. Sleep, was a sequel to the original novel. This one is a sequel to the movie, which I guess makes sense. And the story focuses on a now grown-up Dan Torrance, who, somewhat at the start, is pretty much following in his father's footsteps. He's becoming an alcoholic, but he wants to change his life, turn his life around. And what else is established in this movie is there are other people with the ability of the Shining. And they use it for evil needs by sucking the life force out of people who have the Shining, especially young kids, which makes them live longer. But when Dan comes into contact with a young girl who has the ability to shine as well, she's a really powerful shiner, I guess is the best way to call it, as they try to stop what's called the True Knot. It's pretty much a cult. That's a basic premise of the movie. It does continue the story of The Shining, but it does something pretty different to The Shining. Basically, it expands the world a little bit. It is a very different sequel to the first one for the most part. The Overlook does still feature in this, but not as prominently as the original. As for the acting, as you'd expect, Ewan McGregor is very good as the grown-up Danny Torrance, and Rebecca Ferguson as the leader of the cult. She does a really good job. She's a really good villain. And there's a couple of disturbing scenes in this, and some pretty good special effects as well, and makeup effects. So that's a basic storyline to Dr. Sleep. As for what I thought about it, I'll put it in the it's okay. I didn't hate it, didn't love it. It's watchable. One of the flaws is it's a bit long, and it does drag a little bit, as you'd expect at 151 minutes, so yeah, which is actually longer than the original The Shining. The movie's getting longer, my bladder's getting weaker. To be honest, I was a bit of a latecomer to The Shining. I'd only watched it a few years ago for the first time. I liked it, it's good. I wouldn't say it's one of my favourites. But yeah, this was interesting. I did read the book. It follows it pretty closely. Yeah, so I'll give it a 6 out of 10. Good, but not great. The acting is fine by everyone. It's well shot, well directed. Of course, there are some throwbacks to the original movie, as you'd expect. As always, this is just my opinion. Feel free to disagree. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm Adam, and I'll see you again soon.